Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be getting started with some summer catalog products. And so today I am going to be, this is the first time that I've worked with the stencil, so I'm super excited about that. And this is the Color Layering Summer Blooms stencil. There's 4 pieces here, 2 leaves, 2 flowers, and then I have my pitch black cardstock, coveted pitch black cardstock. Hi, Mary. Hi, Dawn. And then this is the Together. I'm pretty sure it's a Stampin' Cut. And so it comes with the die together and then some great sentiments that go with that. And so we're going to be doing a fun technique. I'm going to show you my little test piece here. So this is black cardstock, and this is our reactive inks. And you can see that when you put them on there, they show up quite nicely. With just the reactive ink, it's a bit softer. If you combine it with the unicorn pigment ink, it's a bit brighter. And then this one here actually has glitter paste on top of it. I don't know if you can see how shiny it is. And so we're going to be doing some of them like this as well. And I'm going to be using a rainbow of colors because I can't commit. I can't commit to just one color. So I have a lemon drop, creamsicle, berry smoothie, taffy, splash. I have to have my blue, of course. Oh, stay on there. Key lime fizz, and then blue raspberry. I don't know if we'll fit all of them on the card or not, but these are the ones that I pulled, and we'll just see how it goes from there. So, scoot these. Scoot, so I can start doing what I'm doing here. I'm going to be using my sticky mat to hold my stencils because I am here for that. I don't like taping down my stencils. So I'm going to put my cardstock on there, stick it down, and then I'm going to start with the first stencil. So I don't think there's a right or a wrong way to do it. Yes, Dawn, always pull more than you think you'll need. And she is a woman who enjoys many options, many options. And so I'm just going to, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go in just with the pigment ink and create our design. As soon as I find, it was funny, I was just talking to myself before this started about how, there it is, about how my brushes go missing. I know I'm not the only one. All good crafters lose their items. I mean, it's the fact of the matter. And so I'm just going to go in and I'm going to put this on all the pieces parts for each layer. And we're going to do it in white in its entirety to begin with. So I was just telling Miss Libby when I was talking to her about how warm it is up here. It is, I spent 30 minutes looking for a die set. Yeah, Mary, I believe that. Like they run and they hide. I don't know where they go. Usually for me, it's my scissors. Like that's what goes missing. I'm hunting all over my desk for my scissors. And then once I have that one down, I'm going to pull that one up and then just move on to the next. I'll clean them all at the end. So I need to look at the standby. Oh, I think I started with number 4. Well, nonetheless, doesn't matter. So I believe it goes like this, like so. That's what I think. Oh, Lord have mercy. And then I'm just going to push it down so that it'll hold it. And then on to the next. So anyway, it's been so warm here, and I'm in Ohio. Hi, Letty. I'm in Ohio, and so for us, it is typically warm. Like we are heading into summer, school is over. And so for us, warm is like in the high 70s, low 80s, and it's been like high 80s, almost 90s all week long. So it has been very, very warm. And unfortunately, our pool, our pool is, it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Well, not even just what I want to do, what my husband and my child wanted to do. So it's just having a very hard time getting clear right now. I don't really know why. Um, but let me just get that where I think it goes. Um, so it we've been messing around with the chemicals, and now Eric thinks maybe the filter is leaking, the vacuuming isn't sucking the way that it's supposed to, so he thinks there's something with the pump. Um, so it's like we've had beautiful weather and no rain and no ability to use the pool. So finally, yesterday, once we determined that there wasn't anything like harmful in the pool, it was just cloudy. I think we've decided that we're just going to go ahead and swim in it while it's a little bit cloudy because it is so warm. Hi, Amanda. All right. So this is going pretty quickly, actually. Pretty fast. Quick, quick. Which sometimes we all just need a quick card, don't we? That's why these layering stencils are so fantastic. Because sometimes, even though we want to create all day, we don't necessarily have time to create all day. And so it's good to have something that just, you can go in and knock out a solid design pretty fast. This card idea was actually inspired by another card that I recently made for the upcoming June release. My monthly hero arts. Why can't I think of words? So I was like, oh, that would be fun to do over here in kind of a different way. So then there's our whole design. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to cap up my pigment ink, and then I'm going to clean off. So I'm just going to pick up this whole, that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to set it to the side so that I can clean up. Is anybody else, like any other moms, parents in the room, that when you say clean up, you automatically sing the cleanup song? I cannot help myself. So I'm just going to wipe these off because I don't want to put the white pigment ink into my reactive inks. So I'm just going to quickly, this is just a microfiber towel. Oh, gotta pick it up. Oh, Alberta, Canada. That's quite far away. I'm very intrigued by going a little further north. I've never been to Canada, even though I um, live relatively close to the border in Ohio. I have never been there. All of my friends used to go. This sounds so silly. All of my friends used to go there when they were younger because you can gamble at a younger age. The cleanup song is the clean up everybody everywhere. Clean. Can't carry a tune in a bucket. I can't remember what it's from. Is it from Barney? I'm not sure, but it has stuck with me over the years. Um, maybe somebody else knows where the cleanup song came from. Um, there's also, what is that other one? It's not a thing anymore because I'm old now. I'm very old now. The one that the song that never ends, with the little lamb chop, the lamb chop song. That's another one that sticks around. Okay, so now we're dry. We're dry and sticky. And I'm gonna put this back down. And then go back to our stencils. So stand by while I get things where they need to be. I gotta flip it over. Flip it over, Kelly. All right. And so now I'm gonna go in with my rainbow of colors. Sorry, Mary. I don't need to heat set the white, Dawn, because of so normally you would heat set it, but because it's blended on with a brush, it's such a light coat, it's not wet anymore. It dries really fast. Because the first time I did it, I did take the time to heat set it, and then in one of the layers I forgot, and it turns out that I didn't even need to. All right, so where's my, there we go. I'm gonna go in with the pink first, and there's no right or wrong way to do this. Just add color wherever you want that will make your heart happy. And since we're doing this in layers, we're just going to kind of have to be switching colors pretty often. Otherwise, we're going to end up with leaves that are all pink or blue or, you know, whatever color you're using. This berry smoothie, I don't even like purple. Don't let Libby hear me say that. I don't even really like purple. But hi, Carol. This berry smoothie, for some reason, has just like stolen my heart. I love this color. It's probably because it like airs on the side of pink. It's like a purple with a smidge of pink. And that just makes me very, very happy. What are we going to go next? Blue. Libby. Oh, I'm sorry, Libby. I can't do it. Purple is my sister's favorite color. And so when I do her cards or birthday cards or whatever, I do tend toward the purple. But blue purple. Yeah, the blue purple is me. I don't know how I feel about it. All right, let's get some greens in here. This key lime fizz totally makes me happy because it's just such a pretty like lime green, which I am here for. And then I think maybe we'll do some yellow. Doop, doop, doop. So normally I would advise against mixing together yellow and purple because they're complementary colors, but it doesn't really, because they're kind of like softer versions of themselves with the pigment ink. I'm not really overly concerned about it. So that should be all of those. Let's see what we got going on here. You can start to see, got a little rainbow of color going on. Who doesn't love a rainbow, honestly? Did I flip this? Does it need to be flipped? Yep. Does it? Do it? What's happening? Line up the one that you know that you have, Kelly. And that's that one. So it needs to go like this. There we are. There we are. Okay. No, no, no lime green for you. Oh, I love lime green and a navy. Ugh, a lime green and a navy is just like, ugh, chef's kiss. So good. So, so, so good. All right, we're gonna go in, do some yellow. This time I'll err more on the side of the warmer colors because the last one was so cool color heavy. Oh, oh. Gotta keep these lids on, Kelly. It's hard work. Thank you, Libby. That's very helpful. What's happening? Sorry. Yeah, same. I'm always out here, just like on a wing and a prayer, trying to make it work. That's me in work. That's me in life, in parenting. Like, that's just how I roll. Just, can we make a go of it? Let's give it our best shot. And now I'm going to go back to the pink. So it is summer break, and that means that one of my children is home. The other one does still go to daycare. But so he is downstairs. He is downstairs watching my live. Everybody say hi to Peanut. Hi, Peanut. Because he is patiently awaiting his ability to make an escape. Oh, that's okay, Mary. I used the unicorn pigment ink. So he is, how long is it going to take? What are you doing? I gave him the option to go to Nana and Papa's house, which normally he would jump on. So I'm kind of shocked why he didn't want to go there, because normally that's what he's here for. Because Nana and Papa's let you do whatever you want to do. They don't have no rules at Nana and Papa's. They let you live your best life, even if that means eating all the snacks that your mom won't let you eat. All right, so Libby said the hero. Oh yeah, look at that right there, the little hero arts. Good job, Libby. So my mom has a table that's just full of snacks, and he went over there yesterday, for a little while, and I was like, he has not eaten lunch. He has to eat something before he hits your snack table. She's like, okay, fine. Like, because she's just going to let him have whatever he wants. Exactly. Who body snatched your parents? Oh my gosh, if that isn't the absolute truth. Because my parents would never have let me or my sisters do any of the things that she or my dad lets the grandchildren do. The grandchildren, they can do no wrong. The grandchildren can do whatever they want to do. And they're adorable and they're perfect angels. Caitlin is she's a year and a half now. And so she's in a stage right now where she has found her opinion, but she has not found the words to express her opinion. So she just basically screams the house down until you figure out what she wants. Or in some cases, like yesterday, she wanted to go outside, but I was making dinner, and so she could not go outside. Um, and she was so like, how dare you? How dare you tell me that I cannot go outside? Like, Mom, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm like, but you're not going to do what you want to do. And so we had a battle of the wills. And I think the part that she missed out on was she got her stubbornness from her parents. And so Eric is much better prepared for it than I am. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to argue with a 1.5-year-old. And so my response is to just kind of like ignore it. He does a really good job of like trying to talk to her and calm her down. He's an excellent father. I'm very lucky. So here I like the way this is going. I like the rainbowy kind of pigment look we've got going on. All right. And this is the last one. And then we'll see what we got as soon as I can get this. There we go, lined up. All right. I feel like we've done a lot of, let's go back in with the yellow. I feel like I've done a lot of cooler colors, mostly because that's what I lean towards, honestly. I'm wearing teal right now. Like, that's my go-to is the bit of the cooler colors. In fact, I was trying to find, has anybody been shopping? as a 40-year-old woman, going shopping is the bane of my existence. Because I cannot find anything that is like I feel is age appropriate, but is also flattering. Like, where are y'all shopping at? Where are you shopping at? I need to know because I basically only wear plain t-shirts with no patterns on them because that's all I can locate. And that is typically at like Kohl's or Target. But like I feel like, like the regular run of the mill graphic tees probably is not for me anymore. Um, I feel not that you can't wear them, you certainly can, if that's the vibe you're going for. But for me, I just don't, I'm not gonna, I can't, I'm not gonna do it. So I gotta find a new place. I last night I was Loft Outlet. Oh, and Target. I don't know what a Boscov's is, Letty. New York and Company. I don't know if I can afford that, Dawn. I'm on a budget, girl. I'm on a budget. Um, because all my money goes to craft supplies. That's where I spend all my dollars. like all the rest of you, I'm sure. I am sure I am not alone there. All right. Let's do this purpley. Purple. Where did that brush go? See? We're already suffering from things I should have, but now I've lost. You're green, you're yellow. There it is. Found it. Found it. All right. So now I'm going to take this off. All right. I like her little rainbow going on here. This is fun. I think this is super fun. So now, I can't leave anything alone ever. I just cannot. So what do we want to do here? What's something fun? Do we want to do, all right, let's have a vote. Let's either do glitter paste on one of the stencils or do some detailing with a white gel pen. What do we think? Or both? I want your vote. Tell me what you think. While I gather the items in case you pick one or the other. Glitter paste. What should we do? Debbie says gel pen. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else got an opinion? Come on. I know y'all got opinions. Come on. All right. The gel pen is winning. Let's do both. I'm with Dawn. I want to do both. So I'm going to peel this off because I don't want to get my glitter paste on my mat. I'm going to go back to my glass mat. Just tuck that away over there in one of my piles. Old Navy for pants. Yeah, I do like an Old Navy. I do. I forget about Old Navy. All right. So we're just going to pick, I think we're going to pick one of the ones that's just a couple of leaves. So let me clean this off just so I don't get a bunch of colors in my glitter paste. So just clean this up. Clean up underneath it because you know how that goes. So did you guys see that the new, speaking of glitter paste, there's a new stamp along that's all mixed media. It's got so many good people in it. I struggle with mixed media, so that'll be one that I'm going to have to tune in for so that they can help me with my mixed media. Because I think when other people do it, it's beautiful. But when I try to do it, it's me. It's just me. It's not great. All right, let's get this lined up. And I am going to do just a little bit of tape, even though I don't like the taping. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? There's that. Don't go down crooked on me. Don't you get crooked. I don't want to hear anything about it. There we go. I do have, yes, Dawn's calling me out here in front of God and everybody. I do have control issues, which is why mixed media is a struggle for me. That is it's too true, honestly. Too true. All right. So now I got my glitter paste. I got my palette knife. I'm just going to do a super thin layer. Some of you might be like, Kelly, why are you doing glitter paste in Alive? It'll take forever to dry. This stuff dries so fast, y'all. It dries so fast. Especially when you go in and do a thin coat. It's great. It's one of my favorites. Plus it's glitter. I mean, say no more. If there is glitter to be had, I want it. I want all the glitters. My son, this is, like kids just get into stuff. So I had some glitter. It's like a glitter glue that I use in my craft room. And for some reason, he decided he was going to take my glitter glue and then squeeze it out on his bathroom counter. And when I questioned him about why he would do that, he said, quote unquote, because it was pretty. And he's not wrong. I mean, what am I going to say? Don't waste my stuff, but also, yes, it is very pretty. Yeah. Oh, Libby said something. This is true. So it does dry fast on your stencils, so you have to be quick to wash them. I'm not going to get up in the middle of this and take it to the sink. So what I am going to do is I'm going to wipe it off with my microfiber towel. And then I do throw my microfiber towels in the washer, and I've never had any issue. So I'm loving that. Loving that extra little bit of glitter. Oh, especially this one down here with the blue. Look at that. She's a pretty girl. Oh, you're a stunner. Okay, let's clean up. Let's clean up. And I'll sing the song in my head again. I won't sing it to you because Lord knows. But anyway, I throw my rags right in my washer, and I've never had an issue with it not coming out. So there's that information for you. I wouldn't recommend using it. Blue is my boyfriend. I wouldn't recommend continuing to use the towel on other projects once you have the glitter paste on there, but it does wash out in the washer. So if that's helpful to anybody, or you can just take it to the sink and wash it. Also, always an option. So there's that. Gonna clean off my knife. I just feel like sometimes, when you're an artist, which we all are, even if you're just a card maker, you're still an artist. I feel like oftentimes we all just have rags. You know what I'm saying? Rags that are just they're rags. They're old T-shirts. They're dish towels that are extra loved because that's what we have to have in order to make our craft work. All right. So now we've done that. Let's do the white gel pen. Let me just get this started on something. This is a number 10, which is a bit of a thicker point. So it will show up a bit bolder, and that is why I like it. Not everybody doesn't realize that they have different sized nibs, but they do. And this is a 10, and it's fantastic. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Maybe we do a little shadow. Let's try that and see how we like that. A little bit of a shadow. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, that's something maybe. That's giving me some kind of vibes. Well, Amanda, you tell them that I said it's not weird. Blue gets around. Blue can be anybody's boyfriend. All right, I think I'm liking this. So I think I'm going to keep going with that. As I told you guys, I'm making this stuff up on the fly. If your pen skips, don't stress about it. It's okay. So you just want to make sure when you're doing a shadow like this or in this case, it's a highlight, honestly, everything is going in the same direction. So all of mine are going to be down and to the left. So if you do up and to the right or directly underneath, whatever you want to do, just make sure they're all the same. So that way it has continuity to your design. And this actually, you would think that it would take a long time, but it doesn't really. You just have to be careful until I'm sure that that paste is completely dried. But like I said, it's a fast dryer, so I'm not overly worried about it. And this one will come around like this. And I kind of like the skippy bits, like the parts that kind of skip. I think it makes it more interesting. So now I try not to turn my paper because then it makes it easier to know what down and to the left is. But if you can keep it straight, then by all means, you could turn your paper to get a better angle. This way, it's going to be under here, under here, under here. Don't mind my dogs barking at the children who are knocking on my door, even though the children of my neighborhood have been told not to come knock on my door while this was going on, but kids cannot listen. And so I apologize. I am not using the pen on the paste, Amanda. I'm skipping those ones and just using it on the ones that are just the inking. I could possibly, after it's dry, maybe go back and do a line next to it, just so everything is the same, samesies. I like a matchy look, but we'll have to see. I hear a little child on my stairs, and that child knows better than to open the door unless there is blood or fire. So I hope he makes good decisions. Oh, I hope he makes good decisions. I love if you watch, if you have seen my cards or seen my videos in the past, you know that I love a bit of drama. I love a dark card base with some lights, with some brights, truly. I'm a big fan, big fan. And look at, like, we're almost done. You would think that this would take a really long time because we're going in for each individual stenciled part, but it actually does go by really fast going in and adding the details. Something else fun you could do is like this stencil is a pretty full one, but if you were using another stencil, there's spots in there, like you could go in and fill in with like white gel pens or white dots, and then you could fill in that space pretty nicely and just add a little bit more decorative something to kind of make it your own, which I think would be really pretty. Oh, I told you, Dawn. She said, say it a little a little louder. I pulled up the live on the TV downstairs and told him, if you still see mommy on the TV, then you're in. Then it's still going on. So if you want to know when you can go back out and play again, sit down and watch this television program, and then you will know when you will be set free. All right, so I like this. I really like the glitters. I'm so here for the glitters. And I think this is kind of fun. This is pretty dry at this point. And so I'm going to let it finish drying. Should I put more glitters on it? Should I? I kind of want to, but I'm going to use a different one. So I'm going to use the lacquer pen, the Sparkle Clear, just to do the center of these flowers. And then, yeah, see, that's making me happy. Because then I've got a little bit more glitter to kind of pull it all together instead of just the leaves. Plus, there's never too much glitter, ever, 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 ever. You could even do the berries if you wanted even more glitter than that. But I'm happy with the centers. So I'm going to set that aside. And then I'm going to work on, if I can find it, where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. Located it. So normally I'm a black sentiment person, but I'm going to be honest with you, because this is so dark, it maybe we'll do a black and a white. What do you think? Maybe do a black and a white? Maybe I'll do a black glitter and a white. A black glitter moment? Maybe? No, no. I think we need to stick with solids and let the glitter shine on its own. That's what I think we need to do. Okay. I have a bin. Does anybody else have a bin of scraps? So my bin is actually a what is it? One of those whatchamacallits for filing on the desks. A paper tray. It's just three stacked paper tray for like office work. And so I just put all of my scrappies into there, and then I can just pull out the bins when I need scraps for like now when I need a sentiment. So I am going to, let me flip this around. I'm going to pick a sentiment out here to heat emboss. And then I am also going to cut my together out of the black. So I need to make room, make sure I have room for both items. Okay, I should be good. So what do we like here? What do I like here? Together we shine brighter. I like that one. Together we shine brighter. I think that will be a good one. Just going to get this lined up, so I only got to cut my corners once. Because you know I'm a lazy crafter. I don't want to have to cut it a bunch of times. Okay, there's that. A little anti-static tool. And then I'm going to stamp in that same unicorn pigment ink. I'm going to preheat my gun. Okay. So I used the white detail embossing powder for that. I also managed to drop my die. Of course I did. So I gotta snatch that back up. So I'm gonna trim this into a little label. Try to get it somewhat even. Somebody told me the other day I need a guillotine trimmer, and I probably do. I just have never invested in one. All right, so we got our little label there. And then I'm going to cut my together out. And because I do want it to be stacked, I do want it to have a little bit more weight to it. I am going to cut it out of black for my top piece, but then I am going to cut it out of a white for the stacking pieces. That's what I'm going to do. So let me grab my little compact cutter. If you do not have one of these, highly recommend. They have the extra long plates. It's fantastic. All right, so A plate, B plate. This is a new B plate. I don't know if you remember, guys remember my other one. It was super warped. So I had to bust out the additional one. And so that is that. Come on, little guy. Come on. Come out and be friends. So I'll sign that over there. Dust off my pieces parts into my trash can. And then do it from, I have some white as well. And usually, I like 3. So I'm usually good with 3. So I have the top color piece, and then I'll cut 2 additional ones out of white. What do you guys, what do you prefer for your stackings? How many do you stack? I feel like 3 is a solid amount of stackings. Debbie, you're with me. 3 is good. I think 3 is just a good magic number. So I got that going on. Unless you're in a hurry. Mary girl, when am I not in a hurry? I always feel like I am just rushing, trying to get to the next thing. Oh, and especially now, like summer, like when you're responsible for your kids the whole day. Nobody else takes any responsibility for them. God bless teachers, yes. Then it's just a little bit more. Not that I spend all day entertaining my kids, because I don't believe in that. I think boredom is good and it fosters creativity. But there are some times where, they just need a little bit of extra, and that's okay. It just, got to readjust the schedule all the time. Always readjusting the schedule. All right. So those are done. We're going to stack them up. Got to get my glues and my tweezers. Glues and tweezers. Found the tweezers. And now I gotta find the glues. Oh, it's hiding over here in my lacquer pens. All right. I think I actually need to refill my glue because I've been using it a lot. It's that was a lot, Kelly. That was a lot. It was only meant to be dotted, and I committed to the amount of glue I was putting down there. I have been using this a lot because I've had a lot of hero projects that I have been working on. So, all right, stay there, little friend. Gonna line this up. I was never a tweezers person. Can you believe that? Now, totally a tweezers person. Dawn once told me she used tweezers like the extension of her hand, and I thought she was a crazy person. But then I got the tweezers and I started using them, and I was like, oh my gosh, why haven't I been using tweezers? Why did I wait so long? Dot, 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 dot. Oh, Debbie, I'm so glad to hear that. Keep keep going. No matter what it is, whether it's coloring or trying a different type of technique or whatever, like just keep going. Just keep swimming. It will always get better. You will only get better by getting through the hard stuff of the practicing. That's just fact for anything in life. All right. So now here's our card. We are 100% completely dry for the glitter. And here we are. Oh, do I like that? Oh, I did it black, but now do I like it? Oof, that's a rough go. That's a rough one. I don't think I do. I like this. Do I like this? I don't like it. All right. We got to switch it up. One more time. One more time. Because I can't just leave a card left that I don't like. Like I am incapable, if you will. And I threw out, will this piece of white suffice for me? Will it? Will you work? Will you do what I need you to do? You will. You will work. And I appreciate it. Okay. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, Debbie. Debbie, that is exactly what is happening. I'm going to run this through. I'm going to cut out another white, and I'm going to put it right on top. And now we're going to have a 4-stacker, which is fine. But yeah, I think it has to be white. I think it has to be white. Or this might be a look. We'll try something else here before we commit to the gluing. Come on, little guy. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Give me. Thank you. All right. Let's scoot this back down. We always got to be, adaptability is important. Always got to be rolling with it. So, come on. Thank you. Oh, there went that die. That's fine. I'll get it later. All right. Debbie, that's exactly what I was thinking. I wonder if we offset it, if I would like that better. And so we're going to try it before we buy it and see if we like that. I just got to get you to come over just a smidge. I still think it's too hard to read with all we have going on in the background. I still think it's too hard to read. So I think we're going to end up doing the white and then this. Yeah, I think that's what's going to be. Okay. Back to the glues. Up, 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 up. We'll just have a little black one hidden in there. Nobody'll know. No one's going to know. How will they know? Unless they watch this live. All right. Oh, see, I should have used you. Would have made my life easier. All right, there we go. Okay, now that is better. That is better. Okay, so let's get our little glues on here. Doop, doop, doop. And then I will use my tweezers to place this down. I'm going to go for a center because honestly, I like a solid center design for my sentiments, especially when you have something that's um, a bit of a busier makes it sound bad. A more detailed background maybe would be a better way to say it, because it's not bad. It's just the background is the star of the show and the sentiment is its supporting actor. So I'm going to, rather than stack these up, which is totally an option if you don't have foam tape, you could, glue it on top of more pieces of cardstock, just like we did with the die cut. But I do have foam tape, so I'm going to utilize it. And then I'll just snip off the extra that I don't need. I have so much of this, like it just sits on the side of my desk and waits for me to want to use it again. And another child ringing my doorbell. Why? Why? I don't know. I have no answers for you. But at least the dogs aren't barking. So then I'm going to put this right underneath this. It's hard for me to, I got to lift it up. It's hard for me to tell if nope, see, we're a little down and to the right. So I got to scoot it up. There we go. Scoot, scoot. All right. And then that's it. That's the whole card. So we got the little glitters, we got the rainbow colors, just a different way to use the stencil, a little bit more of a dramatic way, which I think is really fun. The only other thing that I might like I would maybe do is just maybe trim it and then put it on another. So what do I got here? I've got this is peacock. This is probably a little too bright, but like just give it a little bit of a border moment. What is this other one I have over here? This is my scrappy pile. This is amethyst, I think. That one's really great with the purples to like help it pop up. But yeah, super fun. Rainbows, didn't have to spend a lot of time, picking out a color palette, and it's got the glitters in there. I like the little white detail that we added. I think that that's really fun and kind of steps it up. So that's it. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I always appreciate your time. I know that it is precious. And I will, yes, Debbie, I will be setting Peanut free on the neighborhood to go play with his friends. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it again. I hope you learned something and I will see you next time. Bye.